Hello everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and today I have a little unboxing that I want to share with you guys. Now this one is going to be very exciting because I have experienced two other models from this company. This company is known for having really difficult knives to get a hold of, especially the one you want most of the time, and they're getting better about it when it comes to their drops and the quantity of when they produce stuff. But I'm talking about TRM Knives, Three Rivers Manufacturing. It is a full US production company that specializes in extremely slicey and premium built knives, which is what we're here for. So we're gonna be using the sticker table. My current workspace, it is an absolute freaking disaster. I was working on this actually. So I wasn't actually able to make any content, unfortunately, during the process of modifying this. This is the CMB Made Knives Predator. It is the recent one that I purchased. If you go back to just a couple days ago, I did an unboxing. I purchased this and another knife I'll show you in a second, and I did some light modifications to it. So dyed the scales, got this like blue kind of color. It's cool, it's cool. The original green, my card is peeking through a little bit. It's whatever, not a big deal. And then I did my typical acid stone wash, and then dipped it in the acid a little bit to make it darker, and then put a sweet edge. This is the 14C28N variant, and it's just been so glad to have this back in the collection. But all right, I feel bad for keeping you guys waiting too long. We're gonna go ahead and just get into this guy right here. All right, let's pop this little corner and get this out. So there we go. Some packing paper. Could use that for when I do my sales on NAF sale. I actually have a handful of very nice knives up on NAF sale if anybody's interested. What we got here. Does it even say how much this thing costs? I just remembered it was expensive. Very expensive. 360, 365, something like that. It's a good chunk of money, yeah, but I have confidence when buying with TRM now experiencing two other models. I'm okay with that. So this is the typical stuff you get. And oh looky, we got here the Neutron 2 in textured tie. This was the first one to sell out immediately at the most recent drop, and this guy is it's a little guy. Now I had the Atom, TRM Atom, and that was a full-size one, a slicing masterpiece. Pretty much the same thing, just shrunken down. I said in my final review of that one that I might end up getting the Neutron 2 if it ever becomes available in the new textured tie. And well, yeah, I ended up coming in the new textured tie, and look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. You guys know, if you guys do watch some of my content, I'm not the biggest fan of like big full-size plus knives because I have a hard time justifying keeping them in the collection if they're that size, because I basically live at work, and well, I use my knives a lot at work. I also love to fidget with them too. So I love being able to actually have something that is not only stunning, functionally great, but also of a good size that isn't gonna send people running or calling the cops on me. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy open. That is so fine. Look at that. That comes down to almost nothing. You could barely feel it. But yeah, that's cool. It does not come down nearly as far like that on the full size. I thought it did, but you know what? I don't mind it as much, and I do like that. Everything's just shrunken down, absolutely shrunken down. So it is not just a copy and paste. This is genuinely its own thing, and even the milling pattern is completely different in the sense of how fine it actually does get as it shrinks down there. 20 CV blade material, studs on both sides, perfectly centered. Let's get this out. Perfect. Ooh, and super smooth. The detail on this one is, a whole lot more lighter and definitely more enjoyable. That, can I reverse? Oh my god, I can reverse that comfortably. Okay, now on the full size, the Atom, I could not comfortably, I can do it, just not comfortably. I cannot comfortably reverse flick the full-size one, the Atom, but this one, you know what? That's not too bad. So that's pretty cool. I definitely like that. And you know what? This is plenty of knife for me. I can get full purchase. I do have large to extra large size hands, but my fingers are on the slimmer side. So I have a little bit sticking out here at the end. And if I'm in this forward area right here, that feels good. That feels really good. That's nice. I like that. Let's take a look at this edge. I expect nothing but perfection from TRM. And you know what? It's pretty freaking sweet. I don't believe I reported my experience after sharpening the Atom, but it was damn near perfect. Like, there was hardly any variation or waviness or inconsistencies in the final cutting edge. It's pretty freaking sweet. These people know how to sharpen a knife. So, yeah, very nice to have this in the collection. That feels good, nice and sticky. I like that. You know what? Let's go ahead and get some printer paper. This guy is running on washers, and it will smooth up over time. Now, because of how thin the actual blade stock is, and just how tiny it is overall, I'm not expecting it to ever become drop shutty or, you know, a guillotine or anything crazy like that. Honestly, I can believe that this thing's gonna become a little bit more just, you know, it has to be a little bit more deliberate, right? It feels good. Drop it to the nail. The blade's so light, it's not gonna do any damage. Like, it's knocking against my nail right now and I can barely feel it. So that's cool. Take a look at that lock up right there. And even the lock bar on this, it is a whole lot lighter and definitely a whole lot more comfortable. This, I really do believe this is the one I should have went with to begin with. But I'm still very thankful to have been given the opportunity to have, you know, been able to purchase the Atom when I did. And you know what? Unfortunately, I did have to sell it. Got some stuff going on, family matters, got a family trip, and also want to be able to, you know, get stuff like this too. So the sale of the full-size one was essentially a direct correlation in price to, you know, being able to get this one. So, but yeah, that edge is perfect. I expect absolutely nothing less. Super grabby. And you know what? I'm able to keep up that consistency and that performance with the way I sharpen. I do have a guided sharpening system, the Wicked Edge. It's on the stone base. I don't remember if it's the Pro or not, but that's the one that I use. And after, I think I sharpened the Atom twice, it was just, dude, I could not stop using that knife to just destroy any form of cardboard or easily sliceable material, because it was so damn satisfying to cut with that knife. These knives are true slicers here for sure. And you know what? This is one that I could actually take to work. Now this, again, a $300+ knife, and you know what? I'm gonna take it to my place of work and use it, because really, for what you pay for what I paid for, it's really just to get the textured tie. It does add some significant grip, but you know what? The same texturing is available on some fat carbon. I don't know if it's available yet on the Micarta or G10 ones. I think they're still flat, or they have radius versions of them. There's so many different variations of this, as well as the full size. But this is the one that I wanted. This is the one that, you know, definitely makes a lot of people salivate for sure. You know, it's kind of weird if you're, you know, new to this kind of stuff, but this is the kind of stuff that people really hunt for. This is the stuff to sell out the fastest, even if it is the most expensive versions of them. So I am very thankful to have been able to have gotten the chance to purchase this. So yeah, just stay tuned. In a couple weeks or so, I'll come back with a raving review, or with complaints or not. Based on my experience with the full-size one, it's probably going to be a good one. So definitely like that pocket clip. That is huge. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's just to scale with everything else, but this is a ginormous pocket clip. Wow. Yeah, that's I don't think you're gonna have any trouble getting this in or out of any kind of pent material there. So that's cool for sure. If you guys like this unboxing, go ahead and leave a like down below. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do some size comparisons. I was just enamored with this thing. But I have some stuff to compare it to size-wise. So here we have the Native 5 Spyderco, the Urban EDC F5.5. This thing's just missing some texturing. That's all it needs, really. But this was the other knife that I bought from that NAF sale purchase. So I went ahead and stripped it all of the original colors that it came with. The up and down issue, I fixed it for the most part. You really got to muscle it to get some play there, but you know what? The action on this is pretty freaking sweet. I like it. Let's get that out of the way. A couple more, and then the outro. Bridgeport Knives 395. I would basically melt if there was a textured tie version of that. This is one that I don't show all too often, but I do definitely enjoy looking at it because it's quite beautiful. This is the Monterey Bay Knives Sea Otter. What is it called? Sea Otter. And the last one, Cubis Blade Works variant PE3. So these are all knives that I would consider to be medium or medium-sized knives. Perfect in my opinion. So those are ones that I think would definitely stack up to that, at least in overall, you know, dimension. So I've been playing with this thing a lot. So this is really, really nice. It's so light, it honestly feels broken in already, which I don't mind that at all. So if you guys like this, go ahead and leave a like down below. If you guys have this knife, want this knife, or are curious or on the fence about TRM, let's talk in the comments section, yeah? So with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.